Good evening and welcome to the Animal Liberation Temple, Dobutsu where we are at the service of the spiritual and physical liberation of our dear animal friends. Today I'm bringing you a special funeral service for one of our dear bird friends, um, Maupee. She was a sweet little pigeon friend, I believe, who passed away at a very, very young age. And we know that her mother is going to miss her dearly, and we also pray for the protection, continued protection of Maupee's mother. But we will start the services for Maupee. My dearest bird friend, Maupee, listen carefully as I give you good advice and confer unto you the blessings most deserving of you, as well as ordination of holy nun into the Animal Liberation Temple Dobutsu. Please listen to these mantras quite often, especially listen to these mantras when you are leaving from this body. Om mani padme hum, 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 om mani padme hum. Om kaka kabisan mae sawaka, om kaka kabisan mae sawaka, om kaka kabisan mae sawaka, om kaka kabisan mae sawaka. Om Mami Dewari, 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 Om Mami Dewari. My dearest quail friend, Maupee, please do not cling on to anything and let yourself become completely free. In this most important moment of life, you do not need to be afraid at all. I give all of my merit, past, present, and future, to you, to have a happy journey and happy, wonderful future. May you take rebirth in whatever place is most beneficial for all sentient beings, no matter where it is. In order to properly ordain you, my dear friend, together we'll take on the following practices and vows. We start with the practice of repentance. All the twisted karma ever created by us, through this and all past lives, through beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of our body, speech, and thought, we now make complete repentance of it all. And we now recite the Vajrasattva purification mantra. Om Vajrasattva Maya Nopalaya Vajrasattva Nopachisate Dome Bhava Sitosho Me Bhava Suposho Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Sarva Sita Me Prayata Sarva Karma Sita Me Ticham Shri Yam Guru Hom Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajrama Me Mucha Vajri Bhava Mahasamamya Safaha. We now recite the three refuges. We take refuge in the Buddha, the one that shines light onto our path, and acknowledge that fundamentally, all beings are equally the expression of Buddha nature. We take refuge in the Dharma, the path of understanding and love, and acknowledge the teachings, wisdom, and compassion of the Bodhisattva way of life. We take refuge in the Sangha, the community that lives in harmony and awareness, and all that support us on that path. Sangye Chodan Soki Chonam La Janju Paduk Tekni Gyepsuchi Daki Jinso Gepe Sonam Ge Drola Pendra Sangye Juparsho. We now recite the three pure precepts. We vow to do no evil and cause no harm, to refrain from the conditions that cause suffering both directly and indirectly to all beings in our environment. We vow to do good and act from loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity of our awakened nature to cause the conditions that lead to the liberation of all beings. We vow to save all beings and apply all our efforts with determination and skillful means. We now recite the 10 precepts. We take seriously the following vows and pray for our vigilance and strength to uphold the great precepts to the best of our ability. Not to kill, not to steal, not to engage in improper sexual conduct, not to lie, not to deal in intoxicants, not to criticize others, not to praise self and slander others, not to be stingy with the Dharma or property, and not to give way to anger, not to disparage the 3 treasures, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Even though at this time of your death, and or regardless of your full comprehension, I, Soru Gindo Shino, properly and with all good intentions, fully ordain you as a Buddhist nun within the Animal Liberation Temple, the Butsukayaji, for the purpose of fortunate rebirth, and a symbol that all beings inherently possess Buddha nature. All share the ability to feel pain, fear, loneliness, and all sensations of suffering, and more importantly, all beings have the capacity to feel, share, and give love and compassion. All beings without exception aspire to be free of suffering and the conditions of suffering. I confer unto you the name Maupee to be recognized as your Dharma name. May all your aspirations in this and every future life come to quick reality within the Bodhisattva path, and may you be the light that leads all beings to liberation. Thank you for joining us for this service for our dear Maupee, the quail who passed away today. May we continue to pray for all mothers, especially today Maupee's mother, who unfortunately suffered losing a child. Thank you all for joining me, and